ये वाला कोर्स भी कर लिया, ये वाला कोर्स भी कर लिया, ये वाला भी हो गया, ये वाला भी हो गया, यार ये वाला भी हो चुका है, ये वाला भी हो चुका है। How many of you feel like, you learn a lot of things, but you implement very less? And how many of you think that there's so much of things to learn at this point of time that it actually stops you from taking any action and hence stopping you from getting any results in your life? In this video, we're going to be discussing about what is information overload and how is it stopping you from getting your results. So इस वीडियो में हम सबसे पहले डिस्कस करेंगे what are symptoms that you're going through information overload. Then we're going to be discussing 5 habits for unleashing your inner genius. And then we're going to be discussing how to be a boss and fire procrastination. And in the last, we're going to be discussing 2 action steps that you can implement today itself to get the results that you've been wanting to get. So सबसे पहले start करते हैं what are the symptoms that you're facing information overload. तो सबसे पहला symptom if you're facing information overload is you're going to be overstressed, you're going to be sleep deprived, you're going to be time starved, you are going to have an impulsive thinking, you won't be having a very logical thought of mind, and fifth thing that you'll be facing decision fatigue. Why? Because more decision your mind makes, more tired it gets. And that's why you might have seen people like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, they wear only one kind of t-shirt every day because they want to take very less decisions in life. And the less unimportant decisions they make, the more they have capacity to make better, good decisions. So that's why these are the symptoms that if you're facing information overload, you might be going through any of these things. So these are the symptoms of information overload. Now let's discuss 5 habits that you can use to unleash your inner genius and how to overcome this information overload that's been stopping you from getting your results. Okay. So the first thing is clarity in what you want to learn. There's a difference between just in case learning versus just in time learning. I'll give you an example. Just in case learning would be agar aap, if you don't have any relation to do with Google ads right now and you're trying to learn Google ads just because aapko saste mein ek course mil raha hai, that will be just in case learning ki future mein kabhi na kabhi kaam aa jayega. And just in time learning will be agar suppose aapka e-commerce store hai and if you want to actually scale up through Google ads, then it will be called just in time learning. So there's a very big difference. We spend a lot of time in just in case learning. यार भले अभी काम नहीं आ रहा, it will come handy in the future, but it never does. So you need to be actually having the just in time knowledge rather than just in case knowledge. Second thing is FOMO. At the pace at which digital content is being produced in India or in the world right now, it's actually impossible for you to catch up with the content. For every 1 hour, there's approximately 7 to 8 hours of content being produced every single hour. So you're never going to be able to catch up with what's being actually done in the digital marketing. So don't even try to learn every tactic in the industry that's going on. And third thing is learn to implement. That is, learn only those things which you want to implement. Don't be learning everything that you want to that comes in your way. Be in the creation zone. Try to spend more time in the creation zone rather than learning zone. Yeah, I know learning is important, but you need to be creating as well to get the results that you want. So these are the 3 things that you need to take care while having the clarity in what you want to learn. The second thing is focus management. Time is not your biggest asset. Focus is. What do I mean by that? Let's say, suppose take any industry or take any office, let's say, अगर आप एक ऑफिस में एक इंसान 5 साल से काम कर रहा है, but he's not actually doing उसका काम करने का मन नहीं है, and he's not focused on work. He's just doing it for the sake of doing it. And there's a second person, he's actually focused and he wants to get the work done. और वो 3 महीने से बिल्कुल फोकस कहीं इधर उधर नहीं देखता, and he starts enjoying the work. अगर वो फोकस है वो 3 महीने काम कर लेता है, his experience and his results can be equal to that person who is working from the 5 years. So you need to realize that focus is your biggest asset, not time. So 3 महीने 6 महीने के लिए if you can focus, you can get great results. How do you do that? How you actually train your mind to focus. And you can do that through Pomodoro technique. So Pomodoro technique, you can search about more about it on YouTube. What is Pomodoro technique and how you can actually help you to focus. But it's simply, in simple words, it's you do 45 minutes of work and takes 10 minutes of breaks, and you go in these cycles. So that is what help you that's what will help you to focus on what you actually want to accomplish and the most important things. And the third thing, while focus, is power of one. Don't try to do a lot of things at the same time. Use the power of one. Have one system. Have one mentor. Have use one tactic, and just be on that one thing. Don't try to do everything at one go. You won't accomplish anything. And if you want to learn more about the power of one, you can read the book called The One Thing. That will help you in actually unleashing your inner focus and your inner genius. So that was all about focus management. Now then, let's come to the third point, having a targeted approach. See, अगर आप सब कुछ भी करना चाहोगे तो फिर कुछ भी नहीं होगा. If you leave a ship in the middle of the sea and you don't give it any direction, if you don't give any target, it will just linger around and there won't be any significant thing that I'll be doing. So you need to have a targeted approach about what you want to do in life. So targeted approach can be, first, do the prioritization. Use the P1, P2, P3 technique or the ABCDE technique, which we have talked about earlier and which we will be talking about also in further videos. How do you actually prioritize your things that you want to do? Second thing is, plan your day. Write down your top 3 goals. What are the most 3 important things that you need to do, and just do it and try to do it by one. That is what I mean by done by one. And that is how you build a targeted approach. Okay, I want to do these 3 things. I want to do it by 1 o'clock. And these are the priority that I want to go in. Do the most difficult work at the start and complete the work. That is what will give you the targeted approach, and you'll be actually able to take actions in that way. Now, fourth thing is declutter. See, agar aapki life mein, if you have a lot of things that is taking your mind and that is taking your focus, you won't be actually able to do a lot of things. So the idea of decluttering is remove the things that you don't need in your life. So it can be in the physical space, in digital space, or emotional space. So what do I mean by decluttering in physical space? You can rearrange your room. You can throw out the things that you don't need in your room. You can, give away your clothes that you don't wear. Just get away from the unnecessary things that's just toiling in your room right now. And try to do that, rearrange your room, get those things in order, and that will help you to actually get an increased focus in your life and to take actions. Digital space. Digital space, that I have 3 points that I want to give you. First point is, you can unsubscribe from all emails. What happens is, when you receive a lot of emails from a lot of people, you get a lot by those things. Okay, ये नई चीज आई है market में, ये चीज करनी चाहिए, वो चीज करनी चाहिए. So unsubscribe from all the emails which you don't think is very, very necessary for you. Second, uninstall the apps that distract you. Get away from this shiny object syndrome. अच्छा, ये नई चीज आ रही है, ओ भाई ये तो इतने लोग कमा रहे हैं. Instagram specifically, when you see people who are doing earning a lot of money, and actually the story is quite different from what they're actually portraying on the Instagram. So don't actually get allured by these things. And third thing is, reorganize your files on desktop according to use. अगर आपका desktop भी बहुत बिखरा हुआ है और यहाँ से ये चीज होगी, it will help you to focus and get results quicker. And now let's come to the most important part that you need to declutter, that is emotional space. That you can do by joining a community with the people similar to you, trying to do similar things. Like if you want to be a coach, join the community where people want to be a digital coach. If you want to be an author, join the community where people are trying to become an author, and you'll see what people are doing. You will get inspired by them, what they're doing, and you'll actually try to be better because you are seeing people who are already doing the similar things. Or you can actually try to limit time with people who don't align with your vision. So that is all about decluttering, about how you actually need to declutter your physical space, rearrange your room, digital space, unsubscribe from all emails, and emotional space. Join a community where people are doing similar things like you. So that was all about declutter. Now let's come to the fifth point, that is know thyself. Know thyself means, first, know your bio clock, know your purpose, know your goals, know your strengths and weakness, and build your awareness. See, all of these things are very important. Know thyself, I've already told about you. Know thy bio clock. Bio clock मतलब आपको किस टाइम पे सुबह उठना सबसे ज्यादा प्रोडक्टिव रहता है, किस टाइम पे you need to sleep, what time is the most productive for you. Know your purpose. Why you doing what you're doing. Third thing, know your goals. Where are you actually moving towards? What is it that you want to accomplish? Fourth thing, know your strengths and weakness. Work accordingly. Get those people around you who actually cover your weaknesses. And fifth point is build your awareness. I think that is the most important part. I'm going to have a complete video on this, how to do that. But I think this makes the most difference. Awareness plus insights is equal to success. I'd really say that. So these were the 5 habits for unleashing your inner genius. Now I'm going to give you 4 quick action tips that you can do to become a boss and fire procrastination. So the first thing is have an accountability partner. Have a person who you're accountable to, who asks you where you are actually in what you said. Did you do what you said you would do? That is why you need to have an accountability partner. Second thing is ready, fire, aim. Don't wait for perfection. Just go for it. Improve as you could. Don't think that you'll be perfect in the first shot. Never. Take massive, inspired, and imperfect action. That is what I mean by this. And third is celebrate your micro wins each day. It's very important to celebrate. If you really want to achieve high levels in your life, celebrate your life, celebrate the micro wins that you get along the day, and you will see the difference. And the fourth tip is be in the creation zone using the 5 second rule. We've talked about the 5 second rule for almost every video now, and just get in the creation zone. Just don't keep learning, start creating as well. So that is why how you be a boss and you fire procrastination. And I'm going to give you 2 action steps that you can use to actually get going on avoiding the information overload. So first thing is declutter your room, get away, get all those things out of your room that you don't require and that you don't use. So get away from all of those things. And second is unsubscribe. And I'm going to give you a tool from which you can bulk unsubscribe from all those people that you don't want the emails from. You can use a tool called unroll.me and unroll from all the people that you don't want the emails from, and just keep the very important things that you want. So that was it for this video, and I hope this gives you clarity on how to actually avoid information overload and get massive results in your life by taking massive, inspired, and imperfect action. So I hope you like the video, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.